It's a cold, dark day in Futo, the Windy City. Wait. I'm not Shotaro. This isn't coffee, this is hot chocolate. And this is New Jersey! Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the return of Kamen Rider Dragoon. I am your reviewing / let's play / everything person, Kamen Rider Dragoon. And as you've probably guessed by my teaser and hat, I am doing a review of the super best double driver from Kamen Rider Double. Let's get it on. Starting with one thing that I messed up and forgot to get. Ow! Ow! I know, don't talk about the box. The box, got destroyed. On the front of the box, we have a picture of Kamen Rider Double with the driver and the saying, Super Best Henshin Built, with the 6 memories included: Luna, Heat, Cyclone, Joker, Metal, and Trigger. And Japanese probably saying about that. And on the top of the box is a nice view of each of the form's heads, face, forming Cyclone Joker in the middle. On the back of the box shows all the gimmicks that it does, including the 9 forms you can form with this thing, the maximum drive slot, and how it works. And on each side is the standard pose you see on a lot of Kamen Rider Double merchandise. And here is all the basic forms of Kamen Rider Double: Cyclone Joker and Luna Trigger. Cyclone Joker, Luna Trigger, and Heat Metal. The Double Driver is a Type 2 belt, meaning it can be undone on this side, but is really only attachable on the right side, and is attached by 2 spring clamps, which on each one have sort of a pause button-y feel. The entire belt is cast in a black plastic and painted very heavily in red and silver paint. There is one spot of gold for the separation of the memories, and the sides of the belt are designed to be like wiring. The belt stopper has that sort of bunched up cord detail, and on here we have the maximum drive slot. If everything's off the side, sorry, I'm looking at it at a really weird angle. The maximum drive slot is that exact same crude design, and for the button to activate maximum drive is the double, or W. It is a simple clasp-on thing that you could put on pretty much any belt, but mainly used in this belt. Ironically, I'm one of the very few people or reviewers that can legitimately wear these belts. They're a little tight when I just don't put them on correctly, but they fit pretty nicely. Pretty snug when you're not trying to set up precisely. Now, the belt works on the belt itself is complete plastic. There is no electronics inside the belt itself that make it do its stuff. It really just does that. You have this and it forms a W. But what we really need are the memories. And the memories are right here. The bulk of this toy consists of the 6 Gaia memories included in the package, including all. The reason this is the super best double driver is because it's the super best, minus Fang, because I'm pretty sure that would cost too much to include its Dino mode. We have Cyclone, Heat, Luna, Joker, Metal, and Trigger. Each of them is cast in a particular plastic, and it has a sticker with their name, and in a sort of matrixy type of deal where you can see a reflective version of the name. Each of them has a light inside and a speaker that declares their name. So let's start with the calling one, Joker.
Yoka! Yoka! Yoka!
And as you can see, there's a light
Yoka!
that appears every time you press the button.
Yoka!
And now the entire audience is blind.
Yoka! Yoka!
That's how most of them work. Now on to Philip's main memory. Ironically, my name, Cyclone.
Cyclone! Cyclone! Cyclone!
Just saying them so the microphone picks it up.
Cyclone! Cyclone!
Yeah, pretty cool. Next up, let's go in order with Heat. Oh, I've also forgot to mention that C for Cyclone is like in a whirlwind. Heat is, as everyone knows, heat. Also, mine have some issue where the button is being like kind of tricky. Next, Luna. Cast in a yellow plastic with a crescent moon type deal for the Luna effect. Here's Serping. That's sorry, I don't want this hot chocolate to go waste. Next, we have Metal. Cast in a clear, completely clear plastic so you can see all of the details inside it. And it's in the shape of an M with some rivets in it. Pretty neat. Ironically, these two, the next memory coming up, and Metal are, well, here's Trigger. I love that scene in Double when Philip just goes, and shaking a gun for Trigger. Now the Heat, Cyclone, Luna, and Joker were all released in the original Double Drivers release. Metal and Trigger were individually released for the toys that they became respectively, the Metal Shaft and the Trigger Magnum. These are the exact same memories released with them, so all the sounds included with them work in both the belt, which is why I'll go into detail. Basically, I don't have to review the Metal Shaft if I even got it, because putting this in the maximum drive slide is the same thing as putting inside the Metal Shaft. Let's get on to that, by the way. So, as I said with the gold part on the belt, it's designed so you know which slot each memory goes into. I'll go over the ones why that's an issue, but let's start with the basic ones, starting with our main Henshin. I might as well put this on for the first time. Me? Yes, my name is Philip, whatever, big deal. Henshin! As you can see, there's a light that's gradiated by the two belts. It's a really cool deal. And when you close it, it makes that sound in unison. Because each sound is from the Gaia memory itself. Now that I've had my fun actually transforming it, I'll show it a lot more up close. Oh god! The sky is falling! It's really cool how it works. Now, first let's go through the main forms, starting with... Wow, that's lazy. Yeah, sometimes how these work is that there's two buttons right here that activate, one for maximum drive or Henshin. Mine are like, I guess, sticky or something, because when I let go, sometimes it thinks that it's being closed from the driver. Let's start with heat.
ヒートメタル
And there's a red light glowing.
ヒートメタル
It's a really cool effect how it works. And now finally,
ルナトリガールナトリガー
and now that's neat. Next, and yes, every sound is made through these. Now let's get into the miscellaneous ones, starting with the cyclone combos.
サイクロンメタル
Now for this, I'm not only going to use this, but let's start it with some green and blue action.
サイクロントリガー
That light is so bright sometimes. In the dark, it works awesomely. Now let's get into some heat. Some red hot flames. Yes, very cheesy lines. But
ジョーカー
we'll make up for it.
ヒートジョーカー
Really awesome. Next up, trigger again.
トリガーヒートトリガー
Alright. And then finally, the last of the elemental memories, we're going to go with the Luna combos besides the trigger.
ジョーカールナジョーカー
And basically our last combo, making this trifecta end, Luna Metal.
ルナメタル
Yeah, yellow does not cut through white really easily, especially on a camera. Now, as I said, each of them has a tip that's made so that you know which side of the belt it goes into. Otherwise, they will overlap, because each one has a pause in them. So let's try some really ridiculous ones. Let's go Heat Cyclone. Basically, it's Cyclone Axle Extreme.
サイクロン
All that overlapping. The color is nice, but the overlapping just doesn't work. And let's try Joker Trigger just so we know it works on the gold sides.
トリガー
Alright. Now, time for finishers, because this thing's got a lot. So what we're going to need is the maximum drive slot. I'm just going to remove it from the belt so I have a better view of it. Now let's start with the obvious one.
ジョーカー
The Joker Extreme. Or Joker Grenade or whatever. Just drop it right in and don't slam down, you're going to break it, but
ジョーカーマキシマムドライブ
it'll go through an idle noise until you press this button, which is basically the same as pressing those buttons. Joker Extreme is done. Now, we can go through the rest of the memories, starting with Cyclone. Now, remember, don't remember, but I like that, like, it's kind of, I feel like he's, like, spinning around and then slams into it. Next, we have Heat. I feel like he's probably, like, shooting, like, fireballs, like, Kamehameha. Also, if you know, all of Philip's main memories have the same charging up sound effect. That way, it's apparently designed so that way in the Prism Bicker, they fuse well in just one giant loud noise. Speaking of which, let's end this off with Luna. I have no idea what I can call that noise. Now, we still these were never used in the maximum drive slots, but let's try Trigger and Metal. Trigger's not going to be that great, except for the audience might go deaf. But Metal's pretty cool. Because remember, the maximum drive slot is the same design as the Metal shaft, so it's going to have the same effect. Ironically, starting with maximum drive first. Now that's pretty much it. But because this is the Metal Memories memory, wow, that was redundant. It has all the sound effects and hitting the buttons is the same thing as hitting the sound effects in the Metal Shop. So you still have a few noises, but they're cycled randomly. The whooshing noise, hitting, and this metal clanging noise. Now, that again, it sucks. You can't just hear those sounds and then go to maximum, and then have to maximum drive by retaking out. And now, for the audience to go deaf and also be unamused. Trigger was used with the metal, or with the Trigger Magnum. The Trigger Magnum had its own sound effects. The memory was only used for clicking noise. So here's what happens. Prepare your ears, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, it's gonna explode! That's it. Because it makes the sound of you flipping the gun into maximum drive mode, it just makes this noise. But it could be used for a unactivated noise or something. Not that impressive in maximum drive. Let's come back around here. Overall, I love this thing. This was the gift I've wanted the most because Double is my favorite series of all time. It was the one I watched all the way through without knowing anything prior other than the basic gist of it. Unlike Decade, where Decade was everyone hated Decade, well, mainly just one guy on YouTube. But overall, it's a fun action gimmick. It is finicky because the buttons could get stuck like mine did, but it's so cool that the fact that it's the only batteries needed are for the memories, and it's because the memories give it its sound effects, it's able to be reproduced so much, which is why it sucks that Bandai never released the outside, not even released outside Japan. I mean, they stopped releasing Gaia memories. The Gaia memories worked all on their own, and there was nothing that needed to be interfered. The O's driver didn't work because once you ran out of the basic metals, it just stopped there. Same thing with Wizard. The only sets that seemed to be working with the same function that the Gaia memories did was somewhat of the Forze driver, but the Forze driver is interrupted when it uses electronic switches, and the Gaims, Sengoku drivers, lock seeds have the very similar thing to the Gaia memories. However, they both do work with the belt too. But overall, it's a great toy, especially if you love double like I do. And getting the super best double driver is the best way to go. Ha ha ha, play on words. You get twice, you basically get even more fun because you get more members than the original did. And at the time of this video, it's a lot cheaper than the old one. The old one can fetch you around $200. The super best double driver on CS Toys is about $68 with like $5 shipping. I'm not sure. I haven't shipped from CS Toys yet. I plan on getting the Forza driver though, because come on, Gentaro is amazing. He tried to befriend a satellite and succeeded. Anyway, I'm sorry that I've been gone for so long. School's been pretty rough since I've just started and I keep failing stuff. But I did get accepted into college. Woo! But be prepared. I will have to update. Stay tuned. Please remember to like, comment. Please leave comments. I actually want to know what you guys think. I don't want to just rant into people in this. I want to get my viewers across. I want to express myself to other people. Anyway. But I will be updating my Kingdom Hearts 2 Let's Play and Castlevania Aria of Sorrow. Aria of Sorrow might be an issue because my computer that I've used to record it on is having issues. So if I start it on a new laptop, I'm not gonna have the same file. If I can't, I will start a Let's Play of either a Nuzlocke or a basic Let's Play of Pokemon Fire Red. Anyway, stay tuned for more videos. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and just have a great day. This is Kamen Dragoon, signing out.